Our NQ Live, interviewing all the bands that play in here, Pre-77, Soil and Fozzy. We've got Ryan from the band Soil. How's it going? You alright?
Doing alright, man. This is the second show of this lineup, and last night was a good time.
Oh, it was really cold last night. That's what Pre-77 said. It was freezing.
It was a bit chilly, yeah. We just, the first show we did on this entire run was actually Moscow. It was our first time in Moscow, first time in the Russian period. And it snowed on us the last day we were there, but it was like that. And we were talking about, like in the States, we were talking about that dry heat and the humid heat. There's a difference between like wet cold and dry cold. That makes sense. It was definitely the difference. It's like Russia was a dry cold when we got in last night, and it was, we definitely got our taste of the wet cold in the UK yesterday.
So how did the gig go last night then? Alright.
It was great. It was good crowd, good response.
Apparently you had to turn people away because it was packed out apparently.
Yes, well, that show. It's a great lineup. It's 4 good bands, and we're having fun out there. Everybody's really bringing all that.
So how does it feel to be back with Soil again after?
Hate it.
You hate it.
No, it's great.
How can you hate being in Soil?
Not at all. It's we're having fun. It's fun again. It's we're having a blast. I mean, the three of us back together writing again is I mean that's the main thing for me. It's being back with Tim and Adam, enjoying that writing process. Enjoying being with the guys that I started out with, professionally. It was this with the three main components in the writing process back in the day, and we're back together and enjoying it.
And you got a new drummer as well.
I'm sorry?
You've got a new drummer as well, John Bukowski family stage?
Well, no, John was actually just coming in to do the UK run.
Oh, right, is that what he's doing? Yeah.
The anniversary run that we did back in last October, not last last year. And he ended up sticking on and then doing some dates in the States with us.
Yeah.
But it was never anything that was meant to be full time. It's the drummer. We're kind of going with the theory of like Spinal Tap when it comes to the drummer. instead of them exploding, we're just changing them out every week stitch. But we got a guy with us right now, Mitch Gable, that has been doing the live shows with us.
Yeah.
And we've been having a blast with him. A good guy, good drummer, and he just fits with us really well, personality-wise.
Okay, so do you like your British fans more than the American fans? What's the difference?
This is going to be on the internet. I can't say that. That's going to get home, But no, there's a difference.
Yeah, the cost is a difference.
There's a difference. Anybody that gives me the time of day and allows me to be doing this for a living, I love to death. But there is a difference, and I think that the biggest difference I've noticed through the years is the UK fans, there's a loyalty there. I mean, for guys like us, there's loyalty in any of our fans that we're still able to be here. But it seems like from day one, we were embraced here, and the anniversary run that we had last year, and so far on this one, they're still there. I mean, they're still backing us, they're still supporting us, and it's a great feeling. And I think that's the biggest thing that I noticed between the UK and the US is just, it seems like back home, people kind of, sometimes, I'm not saying everyone, but the consumer seems to be told what's cool next or whatever. It's kind of like what the style of blue jeans are cool this week or whatever. But I don't get that sense as much over here.
Is the metal scene completely different in the US than it is over here?
It is. And I'm sure you've got your hardcore rock metal fans in the States, just like you do anywhere, that support that genre of music through and through. Thank God for us, Thank God, for them that they do. But at the same time, it's rock and metal is really on the bottom of the feeding of the food chain, over there. You've got R&B and rap and everything is pretty much in country is pretty much the staple of most of America. But you do have your core rock metal fans there, just like you do anywhere. They're diehard. So there's more of a difference over here because you're not obviously you're not like your country over here. It's not. Although you have got your country, but it isn't as well known over here. So it's like. Got more saying that rock and metal is never going to be mainstream at the moment, but for some strange reason it's always something like your X Factor and all that kind of stuff that always takes over. Kind of annoying, but it's just the way of the world, really, don't you think? Yeah, I definitely feel its presence more so in other countries and other locations than I do in the States. it'll always have its fan base, but as far as the States go, it's definitely more of a smaller group of people that still hold on to that rock, hold on to the metal and champion it compared to the numbers that back and support a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, so you're starting a Kickstarter campaign, a bit like a pledge campaign, is that right?
It is. When the idea first came about, it really came about just from the fact that when we first started, when we did the anniversary run, that's all it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And
we had too much.
We just had too much fun with it though, and we started talking about writing again. And as we started writing, the thought was, we need to get this out. But all of us have been down the road of traditional labels. And at this stage of our career, that was really the one thing that we all saw eye to eye on. That if we did do another record, we wanted to do it different. We wanted to keep all the decisions in house. We didn't want anybody telling us how the songs should go, how we should record them, who we should record them with, how we should market the record, how we should.
Plus, you're giving some of that to the fans as well. That's the thing with the Kickstarter.
Right. That's when the Kickstarter thing. That was the big thing. We knew what we wanted to do. We wanted to keep all the control in house, so we didn't have anybody else to blame but ourselves at the end of the day. And so that we could get the truest soil album out there possible. But at the same time, how are we going to finance it? Because unlike popular belief, just because your CD's on the same shelf as Metallica, not everybody's making Metallica money out there. The biggest thing was how are we going to finance it? How are we going to get this and still be able to put food on, still be able to have a house to live in? And the Kickstarter idea came about. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first because I kind of felt like I was standing on the street corner with my hand out, asking the people to allow us to do what we do.
Yeah, please give us
for even more. But then I started to talk to different friends and fans about it, and they're like, no, really, you're looking at it wrong. You're offering something that a lot of fans would kill to do. Offering a chance to go to the studio for a day and experience.
Maybe this is like the new way of doing it, I suppose.
I hope it's successful. I hope that it maybe
other bands might do it.
Exactly, because I shared the stage with amazingly talented, musicians that, for whatever reason, the way the industry is wired, can't really afford to do it anymore with the responsibilities that they have at home. They have to make that tough decision, and so hopefully we can figure out a way to do it and keep all the important things in house, so we can continue to do this, and hopefully maybe open the door and maybe put a little pavement down on a gravel road and people can follow it.
Okay. So, when you did the anniversary tour, what was the song off either Scars or Redefined that you were most looking forward to playing, and what are you looking forward to playing tonight?
It was really playing any of it. I hadn't played it in so long.
Because everyone always identifies with Head,
right.
That's like the big hit.
Right.
Well, that's not my favourite track off the album. Mine's Wide Open.
Really?
Wide Open. Either that or Breaking Me Down.
Cool.
Because it's not mainstream.
Right.
Because it's not overplayed on radio.
Yeah,
I love Halo. By all means, I love Halo. That's how I first got into Soil. But
right.
I love them two tracks because it's like they don't get that played that much on radio.
Oh, I understand that. Yeah. For me, some of the songs I was looking forward to playing pretty much any of it because I hadn't played it in 8 years at that point. But it was actually once we hit the stage because we only got together and rehearsed one weekend. I think 2 days is the only rehearsal that we put in before, because John was in Connecticut or somewhere and these guys were in Chicago. I was down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at the time, so we flew in the weekend before we flew to come and do the anniversary tour. We flew out, got together, jammed for 2 days, and then we didn't see each other again until we were on the plane headed over. So that first show, which is that Live in London DVD, that first show was kind of let's see how it goes. And,
mess up.
Yeah, and now I'm up there trying to remember lyrics. It was,
how was the next band?
As soon as you don't know, you stick the mic out to the crowd.
Good way of doing it.
Yeah, but so I was doing that a lot.
Yeah.
But I didn't really realize until we were up there on stage how much I missed some of those songs.
Yeah.
Like for me, the song "Inside" was one of my favorites to perform, to sing. The personal meaning behind it. I mean, they're all personal, but that one in particular definitely grabbed me. Just remembering risks when I was at Blunston.
Okay, so how is the Kickstarter pledge going at the moment?
So far, so good. We're coming up to the end of time.
How many people have you actually down at the moment?
I think there's 100 and, last time I looked, which has been a couple of days, we were sitting at like 130 or 140 pledges.
That's not bad
at this point. I think we've only got a few days left with it, and hopefully we'll hit the mark and everything will run on schedule. We're hoping to as soon as we're done here, enjoy a couple of days of holidays and jump in the studio and record the next record. So hopefully everything will go as planned with the Kickstarter and we'll be able to keep on schedule.
Is it going to be old soil, or is it going to be a mix of old and new?
A couple of my close friends that I've left here, rough tracks and stuff. The biggest thing, the one thing that they have in common when they talk about it is the first things out of their mouth is, "Wow, that's right where Redefine left off." That's Scars Redefined. This is the next one on. So it's they're definitely hearing. I mean, you got like I said before, you got the three main writing parts.
Yeah. So
you got the main ingredients that was responsible for those first two records. So I think it's just naturally picking up right along with them.
So how many times have you been to Manchester before?
I'm sorry?
How many times have you been to Manchester before tonight?
Oh my goodness, I think
is it one of the places in the UK that you like to go to?
Absolutely, yeah. I was upset because I ended up, we had a long night last night, a late night last night, so I didn't wake up before I realized I wanted to because my brother and both of his kids play soccer, football. But they're huge Manchester fans. So he sent me here with the mission of bringing stuff home for the kids. I didn't get up early.
Well, funny enough, United are playing tonight, so
are they?
I don't even know what the score is yet.
Gotcha. It's driving me a little nuts.
I'll find out when I get back. That's what it is. This is more important. I want to see Simon live.
That's big.
Yeah. What music about football? Yeah.
Right. No, so I was hoping to get out and get the nephews some Manchester stuff, but I did not, so I'm going to have to pick it up somewhere else than just mine and I got it there.
So, where are you after tonight?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be right here on the pass. It says we are in Birmingham. Birmingham, of course. Yeah.
So, apparently you're doing hard rock as well, aren't you? Hard rock out.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to that?
I am. The Buck Cherry guys will be on there. I haven't seen them in a while. Some friends there at camp.
Is there any bands that you haven't seen before that you're looking forward to seeing at hard rock?
I have to pull up the list. I haven't seen the list of bands since they first sent it to me way back when we got confirmed for, so I don't remember exactly who's on the list. I mean, I know the Fozzy guys are going to be there. And then, like I said, the Buck Cherry guys. The festivals like that are always fun because you're backstage with a bunch of guys that you share the road with, crew guys, band guys, and just catching up, next to see how everybody's families are doing, how the kids are doing, that type of thing. Just catching up with a big family backstage.
Alright, well, I'll say good luck for the new album.
Thank you.
And have a cracking show tonight.
I appreciate it.
Thanks very much. Is there any chance you do a quick edit for the radio?
I will do my best. I just like to do things.
Just introduce yourself, tell us what band you're from, and you're listening to the Rock Hit on WFM 97.2. Okay. Randy's write this down. If you want to.